Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel Review Anything and Everything. And today we're getting into a double review. One is actually an older figure, but I just was able to finally pick it up for a decent price because this figure was going for like 40, 50, 60 dollars at one point. It's a legacy collection Deadpool. This is both from the Marvel Legends line. So the legacy ones usually are saying that it's from like an older generation. In this case, I think it was kind of more closer to the Deadpool 2, maybe Deadpool 1. I forget exactly. It might have been Deadpool 2. But nonetheless, and the newer one is from his third movie, Deadpool and Wolverine. And this one just came out. So if you are looking for just kind of like specifically a review on this one, you're going to also be able to get that here. Mind you, I'm going to also start with disclaimer because I this is always the case with my Marvel Legends videos, unless I say otherwise, that this is a non unboxing review, because I like, if especially if they have a visibility through the clear case, I like to keep them in the package until a later date in which I might decide to take them out. If so, then I will revisit the review. But so originally, like I said before, I wanted this one. Then I came across this one. Now, link's going to be in the description for this one for Amazon. Link will be in the description for this one as well down below. But at the same time, just know that this one is costing a lot more because of just the price on it. Now, I happen to find it on eBay. The problem that I'm going to tell you straight up with finding something like this on eBay, right away when I received this, I thought that it was fake. And you could see here, it's got, maybe because it's older, but you've got right here where the hands go, and it looks like something else is supposed to be there almost. Those are fisted hands. You have more fisted hands here, but the spacing for them looks different. Matter of fact, I just realized it looks like they're missing their pegs. I'm not even really too sure. So I'm probably going to end up returning this because it honestly looks fake to me. I don't know if the pegs extend outwards and you poke the hands into them, but that's not normally how it goes because you can see here the pegs are coming out of the hands and they go into the body, like into the arm, I'm sorry, which has always been mostly the case with the Marvel Legends. And if this has been unopened, I don't know why there's so much dust on the inside. So something to be weary about. But I ordered this one because this one actually has more of a realistic look, and I think I would prefer this one. But just because of how high the price was in relation to when you would see it on Amazon, I never purchased it until now. I got it off eBay, and like I said, to me, it looks like I don't know. I can't really tell you if it looks real or not. Now, I'm going to bring in another figure from the Deadpool Legacy line that I already did a review on, just to understand how the Legacy boxes normally look. And that is the new Colossus. And I mean, there is a little bit of dust in there. So maybe, I know this one's definitely, brand new and not fake. But I don't know. Like, as I said, the pegs on the hand go like that. So it's kind of funny that this one doesn't have that. But comment down below, please, if you think that this is a fake. There's wrapping in the back, that big plastic, and I just don't understand why that would be there. I can't imagine that ever being normally the case. But I feel like sometimes when things do that, it's a distraction. Because I've seen that on figures that I've had before that I've yet to review that are like Ninja Turtle figures. And I've heard that before, when you have plastic on them, sometimes it's fake. So anyway, you can't even see the back of the box on this one. I don't even know why that's done like that, unless to cover up the fact that it's fake. But that is the reason why I purchased that one, because it has more realistic look. Now, this one being the new one, his costume does look accurate to the way it is in the movie, but his costume is so much more bright colored. You think it's the same costume, but it's not. It's not the same costume as in the other movies. It's definitely more brighter. It's more just cleaner looking. It doesn't have that more darker tone red. It's a brighter tone red. Just feels a little more flashy. But this right now is a good figure to jump on while the price is still decent. Because if I'm not mistaken, I purchased this for your standard $25 price, which is what Marvel Legends is supposed to go for before it gets inflated because of the supply and demand. And here he essentially comes with just about all the same things, if I'm not mistaken. He's got the two swords, he's got the knife, he's got the two guns in his pouches to actually hold the gun. So very similar to this figure, what I wanted in this figure. Like I said, I do prefer that darker costume better, but if that one means I'm getting a fake, I will gladly take a real copy over a fake. You can see the art on the side, Deadpool being funny. You see right here, Deadpool and Wolverine. You read that for yourself. You can see that on the side there. Um, and yeah, so that's what it comes with, is some art in the background. So I'm gonna keep this short. Uh, Pretty much just a quick look. Like I said, I don't do the unboxing, but it's a quick little review. I If this is the one you can get a hold of, I wanted a Deadpool for a little while because I just really like the whole way they do the accessories on him, the guns, the swords, the belt, just the way everything's hanging off him. It just feels like a very detailed character, and I really like that. Um, in addition, you can see here the difference between the two. Um, when they're next to each other, I love this coloring better. But essentially, they seem to have the same articulation points, and it's, for the most part, it's just, you can see it's for the most part the same suit. The lower half, this one's a little, where the straps come around for the gun pouch is a little different. Other than that, you see they have the same kind of like knee joint area, but slightly different. Boot area is also a little bit different. The upper area, they have everything in the same place, but it's just the slightly different coloring and whatnot. Um, and the body proportions, they almost look the same, but I want to say this one's upper body looks a little more slim. So I'm not too sure. This one comes with more hands, but like I said, part of the problem is this doesn't have pegs. So that I don't even understand how that works, and I don't even want to bother to open it to find out because I feel like I just want to return it just as is. Um, That's how this one's sealed. It just came to the mail from Amazon, so I trust it more. This one right here, you see, it just has that piece of tape on it. So this is not supposed to be a comparison video in terms of one being real and one being fake, but just kind of going into the details of what made me purchase two and whatnot, and you guys being able to see the difference up front on them. But I think I'm going to end up keeping this one and returning that one. Um, it's definitely not bad of a Deadpool figure. One of the hardest things is just having a regular generic Deadpool figure because they have all these other different versions, a female version, some kind of other funny versions, but getting a regular Deadpool is so hard to get. They seem to be in a lot of demand. Obviously, a little background on the character you guys know from the movies, or even and I guess the comics were very similar. He had experimentation done on him to try to replicate Wolverine's healing factor. Surprisingly, they made his healing factor either equal to or better. Um, and in the early days of X Force, he has actually a very deep connection with X Force because when he came out of the comics, he was mostly in the X Force comics, who originally was the New Mutants and became X Force. And when they dropped as X Force, you had Cable on the team and whatnot. It was very much just kind of stylistic drawing in the comics, very over the top, very like, brutal, kind of making that appearance. And then so Deadpool's right there with it. Deadpool was not the merc with the mouth. He was this over the top, serious, like assassin kind of person who was just dangerous, quiet, serious. And at some point later, they totally changed him up to make him this jokey guy. Me personally, I get it. People like him like that. I enjoy the serious tone version, who was the serious assassin guy. There, just getting into fights. I remember reading a comic that I had, which was, I want to say it was maybe X Force 3, and Deadpool was fighting, I want to say it was an android called Kane. He had a red kind of leather jacket, it looked like, with the high up collar, and he was able to detach his hand. I remember a scene where he shoots his hand off and it cuts off like right here, the same way these things do, and it grasped Deadpool by the throat, threw him against the wall or something like that, and it was just cool. It was brutal. Um, but yes, since that time, Deadpool is a lot more toned down. He still does violent things, but just more in a jokey manner. So it's different. But yeah, just a little bit of that background history on him. Not a character I know a whole bunch of detail on, but he has been around since like the early 90s. And from that time, he's always just kind of stole the spotlight, mainly from his joking aspect of him and not the serious tone one. But yeah, as always, you guys like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.